and City Council members Alexa Aviles and Tiffany Caban.
Good evening, everyone. I am New York State Senator Julia Salazar. In 2018, I became the first Democratic Socialist elected to our state legislature in nearly a century. Before that election, I was an everyday New Yorker, like many of you, organizing with my neighbors to demand better from our elected officials. But rising costs and skyrocketing rents were making it harder and harder for working people to stay in our neighborhoods. And fellow DSA members told me that I couldn't stay on the sidelines. So, we launched a long-shot campaign that year for state senate with a promise to fight for everything that working-class people deserve. The odds were against us. My opponent had held elected office for 26 years, and he was part of a political dynasty backed by wealthy donors and corporate real estate. We were a scrappy grassroots campaign. Does that sound familiar? But in 2018, we won because we had the power of the people on our side. The establishment didn't take me seriously. They thought our democratic socialist agenda was too radical. It was too radical to win. But together, we proved them wrong. And that's right. And we were just getting started. We came right back for more. In 2020, we elected another 5 Democratic Socialists to the state legislature, including a guy you may have heard of named Zohran Mamdani to the State Assembly. But we didn't even stop there. The following year brought the victories of Democratic Socialist Alexa Aviles and Tiffany Caban to the City Council. And you know we couldn't stop there, so we kept going, and we elected Kristen Gonzalez to the State Senate and Assemblywoman Claire Valdez. And now we are on the verge of electing Zohran Mamdani to become our Democratic Socialist mayor right here in the largest, greatest city in the country. This incredible campaign demonstrates that we not only have the people on our side, but our movement has grown. Is it radical to demand that billionaires finally pay their fair share of taxes? No! Is it radical to fight to abolish ICE? No! Is it radical to believe that every family in New York should be able to afford childcare? These are the demands we must make to build the future we dream of into a reality. New York City, are we ready to elect Zohran Mamdani as our next mayor? Are we ready? Are we ready to tax the rich, to fund universal child care? and make our city's buses fast and free. Zohran's vision for New York is one that is affordable and dignified for everyone. Families won't have to choose between childcare and paying the rent, where our neighbors aren't punished for speaking out against a genocide in Palestine. On November 4th, we will remind the elite once again that we have the people power, and we will give Zohran the mandate he needs to lead our city. And after we secure this election day victory, you can continue to build with us by joining DSA. Thank you all for being in this movement with me. It is now my deep honor to introduce my colleague and comrade, Assemblymember Claire Valdez.
Okay, hello, hi Queens. 6 years ago, I joined DSA because I saw power in our movement. I saw organizers like Julia Salazar and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez take on political dynasties and big money and win. And I wanted to be a part of it. And I wasn't alone. I'm standing here with so many of our electeds that we've managed to get across the finish line against incredible odds over the years. One of them, not on stage yet, Zohran Mamdani. And it never would have occurred to me 6 years ago that we would be here, that we would be days away from electing our colleague, our friend, Zohran Mamdani, a Democratic Socialist mayor of New York City. But here's the thing, Zohran didn't come out of nowhere. He came out of our movement. Our movement that has been fighting for workers and tenants and immigrants and our trans siblings. Our movement that believes in the richest city and the richest country that this world has ever seen. No one should go without housing and health care. And of course, you know, that's exactly what the billionaires are afraid of. They're afraid of our movement. And that's why Bill Ackman and Whitney Tilson and Michael Bloomberg have spent millions of dollars in this race to sow fear and hatred and racist AI slop. Because they think if they can set enough money on fire, they'll win. But I think we know the truth, that New York is not for sale. But friends, our work is not done, and unfortunately it's not even done on November 5th. Ours is a lifetime commitment to fighting racism, to fighting billionaires, to fighting fascism. And if you are here tonight, and if you have been knocking on doors with us, you are part of that movement. And so I'm going to make the same ask that my friend just made. Will you take the step I took 6 years ago and join DSA? We're taking down names. A couple more questions for you before I go. Will you hit the doors to elect Zohran Mamdani? Are you ready to organize, to freeze the rent, make the buses fast and free, win universal childcare, and tax the rich? And to quote another famous socialist mayor, Bernie Sanders, are you ready to fight for someone you don't know? Hell yeah. Let's win this, Queen. Solidarity forever.
You know him. You love him. Please give it up for New York City comptroller